Having a lot of connections on LinkedIn doesn't necessarily equal getting noticed. I know that for a lot of people, it's still a bit of a mystery how to generate enough engagement and get noticed on LinkedIn. So today I'm going to share a brand new and super exciting way how you can generate way more activity on LinkedIn and get the most out of the platform and really showcase your personality. You guessed it, today we're talking about the latest and long-awaited feature LinkedIn has rolled out just a few weeks ago, which is LinkedIn Stories. I'm going to walk you through the main things you need to know, how you can get access to that new feature, and I'm going to share a few of my own ideas of how you can leverage LinkedIn Stories for your personal branding. Keep watching. Hey everyone, it's Anna from CV Labs and we're back talking about how to make your job search easier and help you build a strong personal brand online. If you want to make the most out of your career, make sure to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are the first to watch my new video every single week. The hot new feature LinkedIn Stories is only available in a few countries at the moment. LinkedIn has rolled out Stories on September 24th, and as I'm recording this video, this feature is currently available in just a few countries. Among them are Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, the Netherlands, the Emirates, and the US, of course. Even though LinkedIn Stories have only been available for a couple of weeks, I know that a lot of members on LinkedIn have pretty strong feelings about it, and usually it's either on the very positive or on the very negative side of the spectrum. The people who are really positive about LinkedIn Stories are really excited about an opportunity to keep things more casual on the platform, not having to maintain that professional, polished look all the time, and get to know the people behind each LinkedIn profile. Whereas the folks on the other side of the spectrum are kind of confused because LinkedIn went a lot more towards Facebook, and that is just not something that they were expecting to see with their experience on LinkedIn. So what does LinkedIn itself tell us about this new feature? LinkedIn launched Stories as a way to make it easier to showcase your personality in a professional context and connect with your network in a more relaxed way. LinkedIn says that Stories are a great way to grow your engagement on the platform and build your professional persona online. So what are the main ways how we can use this new feature? LinkedIn Stories can be leveraged for sharing some in-the-moment content or showcasing what goes into your big projects and adding some context around the posts that you're regularly sharing on LinkedIn already. You can also use Stories to demonstrate a little bit more of your working life or company culture. Or the coolest way to do this is to use Stories to ask your network questions directly and increase your LinkedIn interactions. I've been creating content on LinkedIn for quite some time now, and a lot of people have been asking me how I feel about LinkedIn Stories. I personally think that it's a great addition to the platform because, as LinkedIn themselves put it, it's a great opportunity to start getting a little bit more personal on LinkedIn and see more of the behind the scenes that goes into the daily work of other people in your network. So instead of having to message people one-on-one and having some lengthy conversations, you might get a quick snapshot, a quick behind the scenes look into their work life, into their company culture, get to know a little bit more about the main projects that they're working on, and you can really feel like you're building a true, authentic connection and getting to know that person rather than simply looking at a polished profile or reading a regular text post that you only read once every few days and that's it. And for those of you who are not huge fans of the new Stories feature, when I'm saying getting more personal on LinkedIn, I certainly don't mean going all the way towards Instagram and posting content only around food or your pets. What I mean is being a little bit more open, casual, and relaxed, and giving people a real insight into what your daily work life looks like so that they can get a feeling of what you do in your work day, how your team operates or how your company operates, what are some of the things that you care about in your company, in your business, whatever that is. So who are the people who can truly benefit from using the Stories feature? Obviously, the number one choice is entrepreneurs and business owners, so people who are running their own businesses and trying to build an active audience on LinkedIn. Also, the people who believe in proactive career development and want to make the most out of LinkedIn by building an active and resourceful community online. Because if any of you have ever tried to build some engagement on LinkedIn, you know that it gets tricky, especially if LinkedIn is not something that is natural or organic to you, so you're just getting started and you're trying to create those conversations, get people to engage with your posts and start kind of recognizing you as a brand online. So if you've been finding it challenging to get people to engage with your content on LinkedIn, Stories is a great way to broaden your reach very quickly, because as a new feature, LinkedIn keeps pushing Stories pretty actively and it keeps showing the content in your Stories not only to your networks but also to people who are your second and third degree connections. So it's a great way to get some really quick exposure. Next, you should leverage LinkedIn Stories if you want to stay connected with your professional community in your industry. LinkedIn Stories give you a unique opportunity to scale your networking, so you still have that personal touch and the feeling of truly getting connected to people without having to message them directly all the time. And finally, students or new grads, someone who is just starting their career and entering the job market. For you guys, it's something that is very natural to create content in the Stories format, putting yourself out there and sharing content not just around yourself, but also the things that you see around you as well. So as long as you keep it professional and in line with your career goals, you can do really well. Plus, it can give you a great opportunity to build some new connections that can help jumpstart your career. Here are my top 3 tips for you to leverage and make the most out of the new LinkedIn Stories feature. Number 1, feature yourself in your content as much as you can. It's nice to have different formats and add some graphics or visuals, but at the end of the day, it's also your face that needs to appear in those videos or in those stories to help people relate to you and really connect with your personality. Number 2, get creative and start using some of the interactive features that LinkedIn offers you with the Stories feature. That way you can make your content more dynamic and interesting for people to watch. And finally, number 3, aim to add value to your network and your online community. It's not just about sharing stuff in the moment or posting on the go. It's also about being useful for others, showing up for your contacts, sharing takeaways or key lessons learned that can be interesting and truly engage other people. By the way, if you are new to online networking and want to make the most out of LinkedIn, I have another video where I share 5 very simple yet powerful strategies to help you learn to network like a pro. I'll link to that video in the description below. I'd love to hear your opinion on LinkedIn Stories. If you already have that new feature or have used it already within this past couple of weeks, let me know what you think and how you feel about it. If you are still not sure if you have access to this new feature, make sure to update your app, because it's only the most recent version of the LinkedIn mobile app that gives you access to this new feature. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe to my channel and I'll see you again soon.